Sleepmaster!
Hi everyone, Sleepmaster here with a brief review of the RSI Constellation Taurus. The Taurus is a cargo hauling variant of the Constellation series. It has a larger cargo bay than the regular Constellation ships, as well as a few features specific to this variant, but is missing the snub fighter bay. The Taurus is 70 meters long, 27.5 meters wide, and 15.25 meters high. That is longer than the other Constellation ships to accommodate the larger cargo bay. The crew is 3 to 4, with 1 pilot seat, 2 co-pilot seats, and 2 manned turret seats. The co-pilot seats can control the missiles when the pilot isn't using them, as well as manage engineering. There are 4 beds in the crew quarters that also double as escape pods, plus a combination toilet, sink, shower, and a kitchen table. There are also lockers to store gear and a gun rack. There is an amazing player stowage of 8000K micro SCU. That's a lot of gear. The table and bathroom don't work currently, but should be fixed in the future. You can enter the ship from the crew elevator or a vertical docking port in the crew quarters. Behind that is the main cargo bay that has a cargo elevator and 2 side docking ports that players and their cargo can enter. The ship can carry 168 SCU of cargo in the main hold. In the future, you will also have an option to eject cargo below you in an emergency, such as with dangerous cargo or when pirates or the Empire board your ship. 168 SCU is quite a good amount for a ship the size of a Constellation. You only carry more on larger vessels like the Drake Caterpillar or Crusader Hercules ships. Behind that room is the component room and shielded cargo room for another 6 SCU of cargo. Any cargo placed in this section cannot be scanned by other ships. It's great for evading authorities or pirates. The Taurus has one size 3 industrial class C shield. It's a large shield and is sturdy, but you might want to upgrade it to increase the power or get a stealthier one to hide from enemies. The large shield is about equal to the Drake Corsair and more powerful than the Mercury Star Runner. There are 3 size 2 radars. It has 2 size 2 hydrogen fuel tanks, 1 size 2 quantum fuel tank, and a size 2 quantum drive. There are also VTOL engines on the sides of the Taurus to help it take off and hover in high gravity. It has a quantum fuel capacity of 3000, which is sort of small for a ship that size, and the hydrogen tanks are also sort of small. So expect to have to refuel often. Combat speed is 144 meters a second, and max speed is 911 meters a second, which is the same speed as the other variants, but slower than equivalent ships like the Drake Corsair or the Mercury Star Runner. The Constellation ships are also not very agile, and they turn slowly, especially rolling. For weapons, the Constellation Taurus comes with 4 size 5 weapon hardpoints on the engine nacelles. They come pre-installed with gimbals for size 4 laser repeaters, although you can remove them and put fixed size 5 guns if you need to go after big and slow targets, since you won't be able to hit fighters without gimbals. There is also an upper manned turret with 2 size 2 laser repeaters. It has great 360-degree view around the top of the ship and can hit targets to the front or back. The lower manned turret is equipped with 2 size 2 tractor beams. They don't function yet, but should be able to carry up to 32 SCU containers, assuming CIG doesn't nerf the tractor beam size. The tractor beam turret should be able to load or unload cargo from the cargo bay, as well as pick up boxes and things below the ship. There are no weapon turrets on the bottom of the ship, so you won't have coverage below you. There are also 4 missile launchers on the top of the ship with 6 size 2 missiles each, for a total of 24 missiles. The missiles should help deter small or medium ships from a distance to a degree. Just remember the missile launchers are aimed upwards, so if you try to dumbfire the missiles, they will simply fly upwards instead of forward. So I don't recommend firing the missiles without a lock-on. The Taurus goes for $190 on the website and is always available. You can also buy it in-game for 3.2 million UEC. You cannot rent the Taurus at the moment. The Taurus comes with a gray paint with yellow accents, but you can use any paint for any other variant. You can also buy a few other paints for the ship. There is the Red Festival paint, which is red with gold and gray accents, which you can only get during the Red Festival, of course. The Invictus Blue and Gold is only available during Invictus. Various other paints you can buy anytime on the website include the Military Green dark green paint, Heron Black is dark gray with green accents, and Heron Orange is orange and white. There's also the Heron White, which is white with blue accents. The Polar is white and gray, and the Stormbringer is dark gray with blue accents. The RSI Taurus is great to use solo or with friends, although if you're going anywhere dangerous, you should make sure to have friends to man the turret or help with the missiles. The Taurus holds a ton of cargo, so it will easily make you a ton of money quick. The ship has some decent weaponry as well. It is missing the snub fighter that other Constellation ships have, but you can load the Mirai Fury variants in the cargo hold if you need protection. You can fit 2 in there actually, but they will take up potential cargo space. The Taurus also has decent living quarters, if a little plain, so it's comfortable enough for long distance travel. I wouldn't recommend the Taurus for combat since it's lacking lacking one combat turret, and it's not very agile, but it can at least get through some dangerous situations. If you are going long distances, I'd recommend get some ship escorts, preferably long-range ships to keep you safe, or else fly in a convoy with other ships. Orcs can easily use the Taurus for cargo purposes as well as picking up salvage using the tractor beam, once the tractor beam comes into play. That especially applies to pirates. Plus, the scan-proof cargo room in the back is great for smugglers too. It can be used as a blockade runner with those big pilot guns, and heavy shields and armor. You could use it as a gunship with the missiles and pilot-controlled guns, but it isn't very maneuverable, so you might only be able to hit slow-moving targets, most likely ground targets or space stations. The Taurus could be used for exploration, since you have the cargo hold that can carry ground vehicles, plus the tractor beam is great for picking up items left behind. You could carry an Ursa rover for exploring or combat, or a Drake mule for cargo, or a Grey Cat rock for mining. There's also a ton of racing vehicles you could carry to races with the Taurus. There's plenty of options for gameplay, and the ship is versatile. The Taurus does have a few problems right now though. First, it's really due a gold pass. The components need to be physicalized. The cargo bay and crew elevators are located oddly. The vertical docking bay is in a very bad spot, right over the living quarters, so that needs to be moved. The side docking ports need the docking connector set up. The kitchen table doesn't work, and neither do the bathroom. We still need the escape pods and tractor beam set up too. The ship will have a major rework in the future, so it'll probably be very cool once it's done, although the price will also go up most likely. I've enjoyed flying the Taurus this week. It may be a bit slow, but it's tough and can carry a lot. It's a multi-purpose ship, and it's also a fun ship to run through with friends. Check it out when it's on sale again if you enjoy a good cargo ship. Alright, so that's a brief review of the RSI Constellation Taurus. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons. I have a Patreon going for $3 a month. All patrons will have their names listed at the end of my videos and get access to our Patreon Discord channel. Patrons also have the first pick on the next item I will cover, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.